it is time. Look at this. I'm on time. It's 7:45.
Wow.
I am right on time.
Good for you.
It is time again for the MJ Morning Show Jackwagon Jury.
I don't remember this. What is this?
Yeah, I think you were gone.
Were you not here? Was Froggy not here when we did Crackhead Jury?
I might have been on Froggy.
Shelby.
I might have been on Froggy Fixture Business.
Yes.
So yeah, we did. It's the Jackwagon Jury. I said Crackhead Jury.
That works.
All right, here's the deal. You get to call us up right now. We'll take a number of phone calls. You get to call us up with a situation. Did you have a problem with a friend, a neighbor? You have a problem with a coworker? You have a problem with maybe a customer, a family member? Did you have some kind of an issue, some kind of an altercation where you think that you are in the right? Well, roll it by us. What's the scenario? What do you want us to be the Jackwagon Jury on? And, of course, the whole name stems from Am I the Jackwagon? So you tell us the situation, you tell us the story, and we, the jurors on the Jackwagon Jury, me, MJ, Roxanne, Froggy, Fester, we will determine whether you are the Jackwagon in the situation. Let's go. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Did you have an issue at a store? You have an issue in business, personal issue, coworker issue, any issue where there was an incident, a situation? Run the scenario, run the story by us, the Jackwagon Jury, and we'll determine if you are the Jackwagon or if you have been cleared. And we love the diversity here because we don't know what we're going to get. Fess, remember when I initially floated this concept, yes. I said, you know what, maybe we should have people just email us their stories and their situations. And Fester, you kind of talked me out of that, saying that you love the spontaneity of just having people call up because we don't know what we're going to get versus getting a story via email. You kind of like the unknown and the spontaneity here.
The passion that I think we will get from people telling their own stories as opposed to us reading the story is just dramatically different.
All right, well, let's go. Phones are already loading up here. Andrew's screening calls. Two are already screened, and all the lines are beginning to ring. What is your story? We'll determine whether you're in the clear or whether you're a Jackwagon. With the Jackwagon Jury, 800-990-1047 gets you in. Also, TikTok. We'll get into the whole TikTok situation, and it looks like it is going to be banned or it's got to be sold. All right, that's coming up in a bit. Brandon in Tampa is first up on the Jackwagon Jury. Brandon, the litigants are now entering the courtroom. Brandon, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you.
All right, Brandon, what is your story so we can determine whether you are the Jackwagon or not?
I just moved into my apartment about 3 months ago, and as soon as I moved in, I started having issues with my neighbor across the street over my Ring camera. She constantly was complaining about it over and over and over. The cops went to my house twice over the Ring camera. The cops were on my side about the Ring camera, and she's still complaining.
All right, stop. Let me introduce some questions here. So you moved into a new place. You've got a Ring doorbell camera, and your neighbor is what, bitching and moaning that what, your camera's invading her privacy? What's the issue?
Apparently, yeah, I was invading her privacy. Apparently, every single time her and her kids came out, that the ring camera will be bugging her. So they'll make rude comments and snaggy comments. They threatened the dogs before. They have done all kinds of things.
Okay. Oh
right.
Man, Brandon.
I think we all have questions. Fester?
I hate Ring cameras and I hate people who have them. If you're in an apartment and you have footage of every time this poor woman comes in and out of her apartment.
Not all the time, no.
But like half the time, she's walking out with her kids. She takes her trash out. You have a file footage of it. It's creepy, and you're a Jackwagon dude. She's absolutely right. I mean, My neighbor has a Ring camera, right?
Yeah.
And it's deliberately pointed down so he gets his entire yard and into the street. But it's not pointed at my house, where if I'm sitting there whizzing in the yard at 2 a.m., he has footage of it.
All right, Roxanne.
This is just creepy.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't pointed at their door. It was mounted on the side of my door facing the hallway. So when packages got dropped off, it was seeing my packages, not her.
Right.
But it caught them on camera when they walked past the hallway.
All right, Roxanne, I will reserve my comments for last. Roxanne, would you like to weigh in on Brandon's Ring camera dilemma?
Brandon, I'm going to go opposite of Fester, and I'm just going to say you're not a jackwagon. I mean,
Thank you.
Depends what you do with the footage after, that's
Depends
your
what you
business.
do with the footage. He has a file footage of this lady's kids
No,
walking.
he doesn't. He's not.
just said it's
I
pointed
don't think
down.
he's looking at the
That's
footage.
not what he's looking for.
All right.
That's not what he's looking for, but it's what he has.
Okay, Fester is apparently very angry at Ring doorbell cameras. Roxanne, you think that Brandon is in the right
Yeah,
and
he's-
justified?
Yes, he can feel
All
that.
right.
Yes.
Froggy, would you like to weigh in? This is Froggy's first time on the Jackwagon Jury because
Well,
he was away last time.
Honestly, the dude bored me so much. What is he doing?
I-
What are you doing? You're watching the woman?
no, he's
Right?
not. He's
It
not.
sounds like
Watching the woman, like every single time she came out and seen us, like we never made contact with this woman up until the cops showed up.
All right,
you're
listen.
a creep, dude.
No, he's. What are you talking about? He's all right. Listen,
I
obviously.
mean, you're a jackface. I don't know.
All right,
What is it?
It's a
Wagon,
Jackwagon.
wagon,
All right,
Jackwagon.
listen, obviously, I think people know where I'm going to land on this.
Where?
It is Brandon's doorway to his apartment. If he wants to have a Ring doorbell on his apartment door frame, that's his prerogative.
Every time she steps out and yells at her kid to slow down, don't stop running, he has an audio file of it.
What, of the 18-year-old kid that back talks every single time?
There you go. Case
Shut
in
up,
point right
Mom.
here.
All right, Brandon, I do not think that you are. Listen, we're split.
Let's get a new one.
Split.
I'm tired of this
We
Th-
need
guy.
this-
Andrew to break it.
This is a hung jury.
Yeah.
We're a hung jury because Roxanne and I are in agreement that there's nothing wrong with Brandon's camera, and then Froggy and Fester are gumming up the works here.
Brandon, have you shared with her what the angle is and said, look, this is my camera and this is what it sees?
Oh, yeah. I shared it to my apartment complex, the cops, her, and she's still complaining about
All right,
it.
so the cops are being called, and the cops are siding with you that you have all the right to have a Ring doorbell camera, correct?
And the apartment people, correct.
Oh, and the apartment management, really?
Yep.
There
and
you-
the upper management.
There you go. I guess I would be on alert for any kind of damage or vandalism toward your Ring doorbell camera.
She's gone.
What?
Yep, they evicted her.
Oh, they evicted. Oh, this is a.
There's okay.
So she's got some other issues.
They-
They threatened my dogs, and they also made threatened comments towards me and my wife.
Oh, so they got evicted. And listen, but Brandon, you were not the Jackwagon.
You're a
Brandon,
Jackwagon.
thanks.
Thank
No,
you.
he's not the.
You're
He's
kinda
not.
are.
Brandon, thanks for calling in.
It's a twist at the
Thank
end.
you.
All right, that opens up a line 800-990-1047. If you have a story, a situation, let us determine whether you are the Jackwagon or not. Let's grab Jerry in Valrico. Jerry, enter the Jackwagon courtroom for the Jackwagon Jury.
Okay.
Jerry, what is your story?
I have a problem with a landlord. I own a mobile home.
Yes.
I am on their property, which I pay $790 a month rent. For 2 years, I have been unable to flush toilet tissue down my toilet.
Ew.
All right, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best call of the day. All right.
Okay.
Oh, no.
For 2 years,
All right, so Jerry, what are you doing with your soiled toilet paper?
I am using doggy bags.
Ew.
All right, so the problem is you're renting the mobile home.
No, I own the mobile home.
So these mobile home communities, MJ, you own the mobile home, you lease the land.
Oh, so they're responsible for the sewer and water?
Right.
Gotcha.
And I have tried for 2 years, even with my HOA, to get them. They cost me $538 to get my part of the problem solved. Now, it was their problem because of a tree next door that has to be taken care
Oh,
of.
so do you have some roots like in the getting in the way of the flush in the pipes?
Right,
Oh.
exactly. And they had their plumber come in.
So you're telling me they got to the root of the problem?
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
Now it's getting to a point today where when I flush the toilet at all, without the paper, of course, now it's bubbling up in my tub in the bathroom.
Oh my God! You got a poopy tub?
No, it's not that. It's just that the water gurgles up underneath. Now,
Sounds
I have-
horrifying.
That sounds like a horror movie.
And I have asked the man who owns the house next door
Yep.
to please take care of the tree. He barely speaks English, but he said, I will, I will.
Okay, so Jerry, you're telling me that when you use toilet paper, you have to put it in a little doggy, like a poopy bag?
Right, exactly. And I have begged. And
Are you
I
buying the
have
rolls of the Amazon Basics?
asked- Yeah, really?
Yeah. Jerry, let's get a verdict here.
Wow, Jerry.
From the information that I have.
But let me also tell you.
Please, go on,
go
Jerry,
ahead.
please.
I had homeowners have confronted the home office, and they say the fix is not in the budget.
I think I'd pick up my mobile home and move somewhere else. Yeah. All right, Roxanne, can I get a verdict here from the Jackwagon jury? Is Jerry the Jackwagon here?
No one who cannot flush toilet paper down their toilet is a jackwagon. The person
Yeah.
causing that problem
Yeah.
is. You're
All
good,
right.
Jerry.
Jerry, my verdict is you are not the Jackwagon.
No.
Fester.
I don't know, Jerry.
Oh, geez. Fester, wait, what is your...
No, Jerry, listen. This sound. Can you actually see bubbles in your tub when you
I
flush?
hear it.
She's got the gurgling.
All right, listen. This is like a Better Call Benkin.
Yeah.
This is a dream scenario for her.
They had Channel 13 come in about 5 years ago with another problem.
Oh, wow.
And they threw them out
They
because they said it's private property.
They
and
threw
could
Lloyd
not
Sowers out?
No. They threw. It was a different reporter.
Okay.
But
I would
they-
throw out Lloyd Sowers.
Gloria Gomez.
Gone.
She covers all the poop stories typically.
All right.
All right.
Jerry.
You
Jerry.
know, I'm 89 years old.
Oh, what the? You're 89? That is amazing.
And I'm alone. I have nobody. I have a son-in-law who tries to watch over me with a disabled daughter.
Yeah, he's just waiting for the
Fester will
payout.
take care of you.
All right. All right.
Let's talk about
All
your
right.
IRA first.
Fester, is Jerry the Jackwagon
Jerry,
or
you're
not?
not the Jack.
No,
Jack-
you're
You
not.
should be able to
No.
poop
All right.
in peace.
Yes. Froggy is
No,
Jerry.
never. I respect
All
my
right,
elders.
listen, this is a unanimous. This is a unanimous jury. Jerry,
Jerry rules.
geriatric. I'm sorry. Jerry, you are not the Jackwagon, okay?
I just don't know who to turn to or what to do anymore.
Yeah, better call
MJ, help him out.
Better call Benkin. You know what? Maybe I need to get involved here. Hey, Andrew, get Jerry's phone number.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Just
Are you
help
gonna
him.
call
I
Jerry
don't-
later?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna help.
All right,
Gonzalez
all right,
Plumbing. out
Fester
there?
will help.
Jerry,
I'm not gonna help.
Jerry, hold on a minute.
Okay.
And Andrew's going to get your phone number to see if we can. Maybe there's a lawyer listening that'll help. Is there a lawyer that would like to take this on pro bono?
Now you're in
Because
Valrico.
I don't have any money to pay for a lawyer.
Oh,
I'm not helping
Fester's
you.
out.
I'm out.
Yep,
See you later.
Fester's looking for
Yeah,
the
that's
the will. All right. So Jerry, hold on a minute. We're going to see if there's a lawyer listening that might be able to help you out pro bono. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do me a favor. Hey, Jerry, can you say, "Oh, thank God you've answered"?
Yes. Please, thank God, answer me. I pray.
No.
All right.
So Jerry, say, "Oh, thank God you've answered."
Oh, thank God you've answered.
All
There
right,
you
leave
go.
Jerry
Thanks, I
alone.
love it.
Jerry.
That's perfect.
All right.
Jerry, hold on. We're going to get your phone number. All right, let's do at least one. What time? Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
You guys are stuck with Jerry now.
Yeah, I'm not stuck with Jerry. MJ's stuck with Jerry.
We stop it. All right,
MJ and Jerry sitting in a tree.
KISSING. And her,
Thank you.
and her,
Oh, MJ.
her dentures just fell out in my mouth.
Was it a woman or a man?
No, it was,
couldn't
come on,
tell.
it was a woman.
Jerry
Come
can
on.
fill in.
No
for
way.
Roxanne.
That was a woman.
It
I couldn't
was.
tell.
It was.
I
Yes.
couldn't tell.
It was a what? It's a Jerri.
Yeah, that's just his spelling. We don't know.
All right, hang on. I think we have time for one more Jackwagon Jury call. One more, because then we got to get into the whole TikTok situation, which you got to hear this. But first, entering the Jackwagon Jury courtroom right now is Linda from Tampa. Linda, welcome to the MJ Morning Show and the Jackwagon Jury.
Hello, good morning.
Linda, please tell us your story so the jury can come up with a verdict.
Okay, so I had moved to a new town, and my husband and I had tickets to a concert. I had a new 1-year-old baby who no one had ever watched except for family. So I reached out to a Facebook friend, an acquaintance from high school, and asked her if she knew of any babysitters because she lived in that town. She didn't know of any babysitters that were available, so she offered to do it herself. So I was like, okay, great. I knew she had a daughter or two. So she came over. She's pretty well off. I mean, she's not like a poor lady. She came over. I made her a nice dinner beforehand. We had a bottle of wine to chat and catch up. She stayed and babysat for several hours. We went to the concert. We were home decently late. It might have been like 10:30. So anyway, as I'm walking her out to her car, I'm kind of talking, and I'm just like, oh, if you ever need help with Fannin, her daughter, let me know. I'm like, thinking we're going to be friends, and she's talking, and she's telling me all the things she wants to show me around town, and we can hang out. But I did not offer to pay her. In my head, I'm thinking, it's friends. I'll get her back. It's a quid pro quo thing. Anyway, she kind of got in her car, and I could tell she was a little stunned, but it still didn't dawn on me that it wasn't because I didn't pay her.
Was she miffed?
I don't know. She didn't say anything.
Right.
I never heard from her again. I never heard from her again in the town.
So let me guess. You want to know if you're the jackwagon for not paying her.
Yeah, not paying her for babysitting my baby. I mean, she was, so that's why I made her a nice dinner.
All right, let's let Roxanne have the final word on this because you kind of deal with the babysitters in your family.
Yeah.
Fester, you're first. Go.
Yeah, you should have offered to pay something.
All right, Froggy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure what?
Jackface.
Linda's the jackface in
You're a
this.
jackface, man.
It's Jackwagon.
Oh, wagon, whatever.
It's not the Jackface jury. It's the Jackwagon jury.
So, MJ, I just watched.
Yes.
Just watched.
Just watched.
Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Yep.
where Larry asked Mocha Joe to deliver the jumper cables. And he did it, and Larry thought it was a favor, and Mocha Joe thought he deserved a tip. And it was a big riff, and it just kind of reinforced the importance of, hey, if somebody's going out of their way to do something for you, a couple of bucks always helps.
All right, so I'm next. Roxanne will wrap it up. Linda, you should have at least offered or said, can I give you something, or pulled out how long was the babysitting gig?
It was probably like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, you should have pulled out $25, $35.
25 bucks.
40, how much?
$6 an hour? I mean, maybe 40 or 50 bucks would probably be the minimum.
Okay. So I would have at least whipped out a couple of Andrew Jacksons, a couple of 20s. Yeah, you should have offered it up. Roxanne, you have the final word on today's Jackwagon Jury.
Linda, when you first started telling the story, talking about drinking the wine, I was like, all right, I like Linda. I don't know that I would get the babysitter drunk before I left, but I was like, I like Linda. And I do still like you, but
Not
you
as
should
much.
have offered just being in the young kids world, man, unless it's not family.
All right.
If someone even like brushes my kid's hair, I'm like, here's $20.
Linda,
like that. People who take care of your kids that aren't your family generally expect money.
Linda, I'm sorry if this is not what you want to hear. However,
Yes.
everybody, you ready? Linda, you are the Jackwagon.
I'm sorry, Linda.
Yeah.
We're not sorry.
No.
You're a jackwagon.
It's okay. I've actually been thinking I'm just going to Venmo her out of the blue.
Yeah, do it.
yeah.
Do it. And then you have nothing to worry about.
Linda, thanks for checking in. And how old's your kid now?
He is 6.
All right, so this is 5 years ago. Oh, so wait a minute. You're going to Venmo him out of the blue 5 years later?
Well, that's what I was thinking I would do. I and be like, sorry, when I had a 1-year-old, I didn't know it worked this way
Yeah.
because
I wouldn't bother.
only had family babies.
Okay, it's over now. Now
I get it, and I'm with Roxanne, and I totally get it.
Now it's over.
I like
kids
it,
are
Linda.
older.
You're just out of the blue, like, hey, a Lannister never doesn't pay their debts. People who watch Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
butchered that.
thank you. Wow.
Linda, thanks for the call. And that does it, folks. It's another episode of the MJ Morning Show Jackwagon Jury. Did you have another thought, Fester, before I conclude?
No, I'm into Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Roxanne
The Lannisters, they always pay their debts.
always pay their debts.
Always.